Massive manhunt underway for a teen wanted for a shooting that happened nearly 6 months ago. Let's go straight to News Channel 5's Cuthbert Langley. He's been working this one downtown all morning for us. So what are you finding out now, Cuthbert?
Hey, good morning, Steve. Well, the suspect that we're talking about here, Tondrique Fitzgerald, has been accused of resisting arrest before, and it seems like now he's resisting to surrender. According to his Facebook page, posts written just within the last few hours or so, he wrote that his family wants him to turn himself in, but he refuses to do so. Let's pull up his mugshot so folks can get a good look at him. This is Tondrique Fitzgerald. Just last night, police obtained warrants for his arrest, 3 counts of attempted criminal homicide and 1 count of reckless endangerment. This all stems from a shooting that happened back on September 21st that left 1 person dead. We were there just moments after that shooting. Let's take a look at some of that video. What police tell me is that Fitzgerald and several friends came to the Cumberland View public housing development, and that's when a fight broke out. During that argument, Javars Charleston was actually shot and killed by some of those flying bullets, and one of Charleston's friends, Robert Merrill, was arrested just yesterday also for attempted criminal homicide, and now police are looking for Fitzgerald. And get this, on Fitzgerald's Facebook page, he actually has a picture of himself with that suspect who was just arrested yesterday and a list of his charges saying that they are going to be together at the end. So who knows what's going to happen next with this guy. Again, they are looking for, and police are looking for, any advice, any tips you can give them to help catch this guy. Again, his name is Tondrique Fitzgerald. If you know anything, call Crime Stoppers at 74-CRIME. And coming up in 30 minutes, we actually have shocking video from one time when Fitzgerald was arrested back just last month that actually got quite a lot of attention on social media. You'll see that coming up at 7:30. Reporting live at the Metro Jail, I'm Cuthbert Langley, News Channel 5 HD.
All right, Cuthbert, thank you. And a college student is saying that she was sexually assaulted in Nashville over the weekend by a cab driver. The student at Belmont University told officials that she called a cab from the 1500 block of Demonbreun around 1 a.m. Sunday. She says she got into the front seat of the cab and the driver reached over and fondled her. When she asked him to stop, he continued to sexually assault her. Belmont officials sent out an alert to notify students despite the fact that the incident occurred off campus.
We put a lot of emphasis on bystander intervention and being there to support each other and look out for each other. And so I think Belmont does a great job of that already. And this is just one of those situations that helps remind us how important that is.
The victim says the cab was an orange minivan and the driver was apparently about 30 years old with a heavy accent. So if you have any information on the case, call Crime Stoppers. And the sister of a dangerous fugitive on the run was arrested, accused of helping him escape police custody. Police say Jalesa Taylor, pictured right there, is the one who drove the getaway car for James Taylor. Last Thursday, Taylor told police that he had information about some homicides and he would bring them to the evidence in person. So once in Madison, he ran from an unmarked police car despite being in a wheelchair and claiming to be injured. Jalesa Taylor is now in jail, charged with facilitating escape.
We also have some new information this morning about a deadly shooting that we first told you about yesterday. Metro Police identified the victim as Isaiah Starks. They say he was arguing with his girlfriend in a public housing parking lot on First Avenue South when a vehicle drove up. Starks went over and someone inside opened fire. He was shot in the head and later died at the hospital. Metro Police have now identified this man, Aweis Hajmohammed, also known as Son. He is the suspected shooter. He's also a convicted felon. If you have any idea where Hajmohammed may be, call Crime Stoppers at 74-CRIME. Of course, tips are absolutely anonymous. You don't have to give your name. You could earn a big cash reward if you help the police.
And Steve, a woman's boyfriend has been charged with stabbing her to death in DeKalb County. WJLE reports Ashley Bain was found dead Saturday, and just 2 days later, her boyfriend Anthony Cruz was charged with murder. Well, it happened on Cookville Highway, and Cruz's truck has caught fire now. The truck was destroyed over the weekend. There's no indication to what started the fire, but Cruz was already in jail, so investigators are trying to figure out what happened here.
The jailer who claimed his life was in danger over the Holly Bobo case now faces charges of filing a false report. Tommy Austin claimed he received a phone call threatening him for not taking care of Zachary Adams, of course, the prime suspect in the case. The TBI says those threats actually never really happened. New details are expected today in the kidnapping murder case of Hannah Graham, that Virginia student. Jesse Matthews, pictured here, has been officially charged with first-degree murder. Authorities are expected to make that announcement in a press conference later this morning. So far, he's being held on abduction charges with intent to defile. Graham, there's her picture. She disappeared last September after being spotted on security cameras in downtown Charlottesville, Virginia. Her body was later found at an abandoned property.
There's another water main break to tell you about this morning. This is what it looked like on Willow Street when a 6-inch line broke under the street. The break wasn't all that big, but crews did block the road until the water department could get out there and give them a little assistance.